Alright guys, so I am back today with two nail sets in one video. I was super excited to do this and I was like hurrying to like edit this today on the last day of July. I did do these nail sets this week and I just wanted this video out before July just so you guys won't be like, see, she never be keeping her promises. But I'm here. I did two Hello Kitty nail sets inspired by the stuff I got in my Hello Kitty Anita's Nails subscription box. So if you guys haven't checked out that video, go check it out. I'm also gonna leave the link down in the description bar below. And yeah, so I have two nail sets that I did, and let's just go ahead and get started with the first one. All right, so I had already prepped her nails, and the monomer that I'm using is this new Nail Couture monomer. I bought this a while ago and it is like fruity scented, so you guys can see I have been using it quite a bit. And then here it is inside of this Pure Sky tapping dish. It's still kind of like a dark purple. It does smell pretty strong, and I was going to use my size 14 Kiara Sky brush. And this is the acrylic you guys saw me get from my Anita's Nails Hello Kitty box, and it is the size 3X one. Yeah, so I just wanted to test it out. I was really excited to see if it was gonna work or not, and this is what it looks like. It was a really pretty pink color. And then I did end up switching my brush to a size 12. I actually really like using the smaller size. I was used to using the 14 and the 16, but now that I switched down to the 12, I think it's perfect. I felt like 8 was too small for me, but 12 is perfect. And I was testing out like beating some of these because I haven't practiced nails in a while. You guys can see the acrylic looks really odd. And yeah, so that's me placing it. It was marbling a lot and it was just really gooey and it wasn't doing the trick for me. I don't know, it was looking pretty bad. I didn't like it at all. So I did include the process of me doing this whole nail just so you guys can see. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, the brush is also kind of losing its shape with this acrylic. It looks more stiff on the brush end. Like the bristles don't look as soft. They're kind of like getting separated as well. I also noticed that when I was doing this, but you know, I felt like maybe I was using too much monomer, but yeah, that wasn't the case. Or maybe just because I'm not a professional. I feel like a professional could definitely, you know, still use this acrylic and make it work, but I'm still a beginner, so it was definitely hard for me to use this acrylic and shape it and get it how I would normally do nails with. So yeah, you guys can definitely tell. And then it was still kind of like very gooey on the finger. It wasn't drying correctly. Usually when you use kind of like odorless monomers like Koopa or Nail Supply Glamour, they stay gooey, but not to this type of extent. So we were not happy with it. I decided to wipe it off, and whatever did not come off, I just went ahead and I filed it with my e-file. So that was just me filing off the rest that I couldn't get off, and I decided to work with a Valentino acrylic. I absolutely love their acrylics, and yeah, this is the one I decided to use. I kind of went for a similar color, which I kind of also do regret using because my daughter was not a big fan of this one, but this hot pink was super cute, and you guys can just see the way it lays. It's just so much more differently, so much more smooth. So I definitely recommend the Valentino acrylic powders. They are amazing. I love their perfect nude. That's the one that my daughter is mostly used to. So yeah, I was obsessed with the application for this one. I tried to go for the 4 bead method when I was doing nails this time, and I'm just so obsessed with this acrylic. Like I told you guys, it was just applying on so buttery, so smooth. I hope you guys can pick up on that. I mean, obviously, like I said, I'm not a professional, so I wasn't applying it how you normally would, but imagine what you could do with it. Like, if you're better at nails than I am, it's of course gonna work even better. But I don't know, I am just so obsessed with it. Like, look at that. You know, that looks so good. I thought that was I was killing it. Yeah, so I think I only filmed myself doing 2 nails. So here's the second one. I'm just gonna be quiet and let you guys watch this one. I know y'all seen that application. That was so good. And I also wanted to say that I did not get any acrylic on the bottom of the nails. So I'm gonna toot my own horn for that. So there's that. I don't know. I thought I did really good this time with application. And this color looks so pretty. It's not like my daughter did not like it. It's just that it didn't really fit the theme of the nails that I wanted to do. But anyways, here is the application on all of her fingers. And I went ahead and I put my e-file on 13, and I was using this drill bit, like a rounded safety bit with the blue on the bottom. I wasn't really feeling this one. I felt like it wasn't filing correctly, and I did kind of get a little bit heavy. I don't know if you guys can tell on the very bottom of the nail close to the cuticle. You can kind of like see it went a little bit clear because I did get a little bit heavy handed on it, and I have to remind myself, you know, to be lighter because I do tend to be heavy handed. So I just went ahead and I did that to all of the nails. And I do need to get better at e-filing, but also oddly enough, it's one of my favorite things to do. So once I did that, I went ahead and I put in my sanding band and I went over each of the nails again, so that way I don't have to use like the hand file. And this one is also one of my favorite things to do. I just like the way the nails look once you do this step. So I did this to all of her nails. I forgot to film this part and she was being weird with her nails, but I grabbed the hand file and I filed the side of her nails and the tips of it, and then I sanded them, and then I used a acetone nail polish remover and a lint-free wipey, and I cleaned off the dust from her nails. And this is the part where we were just kind of both over it. I was gonna do like zebra stripes and it was coming out too thick with these markers you guys saw me open, and I was wiping that off.
Be nice to me.
No, I'm over it.
Over what?
I'm over you.
Put your hand back, please.
Your video might be listening to this and thinking that I'm such a horrible client, but it's because she slapped me before this video.
Such a liar.
Little monkey, your daddy is never.
All right, so you guys could see that we were both kind of over this at this point. The final thing I did was just put top coat on her, and then all I did was apply charms and rhinestones, and we were done. Of course, curing the lamp for 60 seconds, and here is the outcome. I did add a glitter in one of the nails and these big charms and then small pink rhinestones. They actually did turn out really cute. So let me know what you guys think. They're super cute actually, looking back on it. Okay, so there was the first set. I honestly think it was really freaking cute, but I am gonna be honest, me and my daughter were both not feeling the set. My daughter wasn't feeling it because she wasn't used to like the hot pink acrylic color, and I wasn't feeling it because I just felt like it was missing something, but we were kind of over it by the end of the video. We were like both kind of over it or whatever. So but like looking back on it, it does look really cute. She did end up popping off those nails that same night. I'm gonna choke her, but looking back on it, they were so freaking cute. But what was I gonna say? I did forget to add clear acrylic on top of the color acrylic. I did forget that step. I don't know why that's important, but yeah, I forgot to do that step. And then there was some steps that I didn't film. I didn't film the last part where basically what I ended up doing is I just ended up gluing on the charms and gluing some a couple of pink rhinestones on her nails. And that's it. That was the end look for that one. But now let's go ahead and get started with Hello Kitty nail set number 2. And this one I did end up filming a bit more than the other one. And there are like little sections that I left of me goofing around with my daughters. Excuse the way we talk, but when we're goofing around, we do like, you know, talk to each other, you know, like we just goof around. It's just the vibe that we have going on. It's not like no ill intentions talking to each other like that or anything. But yeah, so this is the second Hello Kitty nail set I did this week. All right, so once again, the nails are already prepped and I am using the same Eno Couture monomer. And here I am pouring it into the Kiara Sky dapping dish, and I am using my size 12 Kiara Sky brush, and I'm using Mia Secret Cover Beige Acrylic Powder. I don't really like working with Mia Secret acrylic. I just don't. It's my preference. Here's what it looks like. But my favorite powders to work with are Not Polish, Valentino, and Kiara Sky. Those are my top 3 go-to. But yeah, here is me applying the acrylic. I feel like every time I do a nail set, the first nail is kind of like a little off because I don't know, it's just like the practice nail, and then the other ones come out pretty good. But my daughter did leave them in the extra long size, and I feel like sometimes I kind of struggle with these just because it does use a lot more acrylic. But the same with the last nail set, I was trying to do the 4 bead method, but yeah, sometimes I just tend to follow like the own, like, I don't know, whatever the heck my brain feels like doing. But yeah. So it is a bit runny. Could be because I was using a lot of monomer, but I feel like Mia Secret along with the Macart acrylic powders tend to be kind of runny in my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a professional, so everything that I state is obviously my opinion, my preferences, all of that kind of stuff, not to be taken to the heart, guys. But yeah, so also this cover powder does have glitter in it. So glittered acrylic powders are different to work with than like regular acrylic powders, and I'm sure you guys know this, as well as color acrylic powders are different to work with. So yeah, so here I was just finishing up that long nail. I did a second one, and now I'm gonna show you guys this third nail without talking. Quickly coming in here to say that my cleanup game under the nail was so good during these 2 sets. I did not get any acrylic under the nails like I normally do. So I was super proud of that. It's funny how with much more practice you start noticing changes. Like I noticed that I finish up applying the acrylic much faster than what I used to before. So my time was cut shorter, which is obviously a good thing if you want to be a nail tech. You know, you want to finish the application process much faster so you can take more clients in and stuff like that. So yeah, I did notice that. Of course, I did notice my application was much better. I mean, in your eyes it probably isn't, but in my eyes, compared to what I was like before, it completely was. So, you know, just those changes you start noticing over time. You know, don't give up, keep practicing. And this is without filing. We had to take a lunch break, but this is what the nails look like. I just wanted to share you guys so you guys can see the glitter it had in it. So that's a super cute color. I took my e-file and I placed it on 11, and I was using the same safety bit with the blue bottom. It's rounded off, and you know, going around the cuticle first and then filing off the nails to make them even. And yeah, so I did this to all her nails. And of course, remembering not to get heavy-handed because That's how you remove the product from the nails. That was one of my biggest downfalls when I started doing nails. I mean, it still kind of is, but I'm not that bad at it as I was before. Yeah, so I continued doing this to the rest of her nails, and then I just put in my sanding bit. I put my e-file at 12, and you know, being extra careful around the cuticle area because this can cut them, which I mean I have done before plenty of times. I saw that Kiara Sky released the smallest mandrel bit, is that what it's called? And it's super small, so I kind of want to get that one so when I do this step my daughters aren't too scared of me, you know, to hurt them and stuff like that. But this is my favorite step to do ever. I don't know why. I just like, I love this step, and I definitely need to get a nail duster, but I just don't have a setup. You know, I always have to like move my stuff to the table, move my stuff off of the table, but I'm definitely thinking of getting one because the amount of dust is insane. I do wear a face mask when I do this now just because I cannot handle it anymore. So yeah, I do this to all of her nails, and I just love this. Like, just look at the nails. I feel like they look so cute. And if I would have left the nails like this, like cleaned them off and done like a matte, they would have looked so gorgeous. But I was going for a certain look today, Hello Kitty. I had to use the stuff that was in the Anita's Nails sub box. So yeah, we were going for a different color, but this nude color is really cute too, actually. All right, so once I'm done with that step, I take my hand file and I just clean up the sides of the nails. I don't do it too much just because I do use pre-shaped nails, and that definitely helps me out a lot. I would say this right here is my least favorite step to do, but if you are really careful with your application and you're cleaning up, it won't be that hard to do. So once I do the sides, I do flip the nails over and I clean up the tips. Like I sharpen the tips. It was really hard to film this part just because of my camera setup, but I do that. I do the sides and then the tip, and then I dust them off. And then once I'm done dusting off the nails, I take my buffer and I buff the nails just to get rid of like any scratch marks and stuff like that. And then after this step, I take a lint-free wipe and I took nail polish remover and I cleaned off any excess dust from her nails just so like the application could be more smooth. But who am I kidding? I still need to get better at this kind of stuff right here. All right, so for now, moving on to the design part, I had to take a bowl with water and I was using these decals from Glam Pack Shop. These are water decals. These are like Louis Vuitton inspired Hello Kitty nail tips. And first I went ahead and I applied base coat to her nails. Now moving back to those decals, I'm sorry that part went really fast. I got them from Glam Pack Shop, but I think they're closed now, and I was just having them for a while. So I applied base coat, and then that horrendous ass nail light lamp, she would place her nails in there for 30 seconds. I would place the decal in there, remove it from the water. They slide off really easily. Just be careful because the more you touch them, the more like the picture gets ruined and it rubs off, or it could rip easily. Like you saw right there, that one got ripped. But yeah, you place it where you want it, and then the excess you just come and you file it off. So that's what I did. I just filed off the excess very gently, and then I applied top coat, and we cured that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And I went ahead and I did this to all of her nails. I just didn't record the process. So remember, base coat, cure for 30 seconds, put the decal in water, remove it, place it on the nail, and then put top coat and then cure it for 60 seconds. So these look really cute. They look really bougie. My daughter really liked these, but as you can see, it got ripped on this nail right here and on that one. So you just have to be really gentle with them. I'm not a professional yet, but look at this one. I like the placement of the Hello Kitty on the thumb one.
Why are you putting glue on it with no charms out? Because she's crazy.
Like, who pays you to be a bitch? Who pays you?
Okay, so the item that I decided to use for my Anita's Nails sub box were these Hello Kitty charms right here. I just thought that they kind of fit the look. It looked really classy, so we placed it on and we cured it in the nail lamp for 30 seconds.
You know they do. Let's do this one too because it's stressful. I want to get rid of that. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, we're doing it.
I don't want to be the reason why.
I'm so glad you're not a singer.
Bitch, fuck you. You know what? I'm gonna pay for a submarine trip for you.
I'm not going on a submarine. I'm not going on that boat ride. I'm not going on the world's biggest cruise ship in 3 months. I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying where I'm at.
All right, so after my daughter denied a submarine trip, I went ahead and I just took my nail glue and I applied it at the bottom where the French line was at, and I applied a bigger bead at the center and smaller beads on the side, and just to kind of do like this cute like French nail tip with these silver crystals, rhinestones, so they can match the Hello Kitty head. And I just felt like these definitely added the extra bouginess to it. Like, look at them, they're so cute. I thought this is like one of my favorite sets that I've done. I can definitely go back and do it again to, like, you know, not move around the decals that much, but it just came out stunning. Okay, so there was the second Hello Kitty nail set that I did, and let me tell you, I am obsessed with this one. What are you hiding? I am obsessed with this second nail set. It came out so cute. My daughter said it was like a classy bougie Hello Kitty nail set, and I agree, they came out super cute. Yeah, so I was really happy with the way those turned out, so hopefully you guys like those. And also the monomer that I used for these 2 nail sets, the E-Nail Couture, I really like this monomer because I feel like it's one step closer to using regular monomer without the harsh smell of monomer, although it does still smell like monomer. There is more of a fruity scent to it. It doesn't really bother me, but if you were to walk around the house or the next day you wake up and it still smells like monomer. So for those of you that want odorless monomer, I still recommend sticking to Koopa odorless and to Nail Supply Glamour odorless monomer. I did go ahead and I ordered another one of those because they finished, but I've been using the E-Nail Couture cotton candy one. I believe it's that one. But yeah, that is it.
And my mom bought this for her phone case, and look, it has a mirror on it. Do you see it?
It does,
Do you
yeah.
see the way? And look, it has Bojaco. She's
All right.
so excited.
All right, so that is everything for my video for today. All right, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
And
Bye.
bye. Bye.